Oh man, look at this bad boy. I mean, I'm not gonna smell it because it has pieces of the suede already in there mixed in with the red. So I definitely don't want red suede in my nose. But I'm pretty sure if I did smell it, this would smell like championships. What's good, YouTube? It's tame, back again, coming at you with another video for you to go on ahead, check out, and you know the drill. If you like what you are seeing here and you want to see more, be sure to go on ahead and hit the like button so that way I know you guys are liking this type of content, and be sure to also share with your friends, your family, your first cousins, your second cousins, third cousins, distant cousins, once, twice removed, whatever, whoever you want to share with. Be sure to go on ahead and do so, and as always, don't forget to go on ahead and subscribe. Now obviously today what we got in store for you, that's right, we got the Raging Bull 5s, the 2021 version. Now I did have this shoe back when it came out. I don't want to say that I got it the same day. This was obviously one of the most hyped up packs, and back then, as you know, they were dropping all these packs, and some people were keeping half of the pack, selling the other half of the other one. And obviously this Raging Bull colorway was the one that it was pretty fire, and it still is pretty fire to this day, honestly. And it was something that people were just buying that pack just to sell. And unfortunately the 3M pair that came with it was getting no love. But I did have that pair, and I was giving it just as much love as I gave my original Raging Bulls. And you know, we went on dates together, we did things together, we had great times together, both sneakers of the pack, and it was definitely something that I enjoyed, and it's one of the best packs of all time. It's personally my favorite pack of all time, but I am biased. As you all know, 5s are my favorite Jordan retro of all time, so anytime a 5 comes out, I obviously have my eyes on it, and I keep it a little closer to the heart than I do some other colorways that come out from other Jordan models. But that doesn't mean every 5 I love, just it happens to be that 5s are my favorite. And I mean, how could you go wrong with this one right here? This all red upper, I mean, it is pretty smooth. Now obviously Jordan brand, they are going to have differences between the versions of the past and the newer versions that they make, and it makes sense, to be honest with you. I'm not really going to complain about it, because the more complaints, the less likely they are to go on ahead and drop stuff, and I really would love for them to go on ahead and release that 3M colorway that came out with this pack as well. But this one is obviously different. The main differences are going to be the materials on it, and by the materials I mean the shorter hair suede that they use on this version compared to the other one. Usually with the suede you go like this, and you already know, if you have suede sneakers, you can definitely see the fabric moving, the materials moving. You're not really going to get that with these, and honestly that's okay. I understand it. It's a full-size run for the whole family, so that way you can have your pair and the little babies in your family could have pairs too. So they went ahead and probably used different materials. You know how much money these things print, so I don't even have to say. They could definitely use better materials, but for right now, this material isn't that bad. Now, obviously today we are talking about a Jordan, so a very special Jordan in fact. So what I went ahead and did was wear my Jordan clothes and pay homage to the man, his airness. As they call him, Air Jordan himself. Now, I'm not going to say every sneakerhead should definitely have one, and if you don't like rocking jerseys, I absolutely understand. And people get into sneakers for different reasons. But me, with the love that I have for basketball, I'm obviously going to have Jordan jerseys, and I'm wearing one of my Jordan jerseys today, and I'm just very excited about this sneaker. I haven't worn it yet. I don't plan to wear it anytime soon. I'm not going to say that I'm keeping it dead stock, keeping it on ice, and I'm never going to wear it, because that's obviously going to be false and a lie to you guys, and I would never want to lie to you guys at all. Now, the original pack that came with the 3M Jordan 5 and the Raging Bull Jordan 5, or the Red Suede Jordan 5, it was paying homage to the defining moments in his career, hence why it is known as the DMP pack, Defining Moments pack. Ah, clever. So that's what they were originally doing, and that was the whole point of these sneakers. Now, this particular colorway, Jordan has never worn, at least not in game. I don't know if he wears it around his house. He probably does. I mean, the man can do whatever the hell he wants. He's Jordan. And at least in game, he's never actually worn these sneakers. It's always cool, obviously, when you get the OG colorways that come out. But whenever you have something new along the lines like they did with this that comes out, it's obviously pretty cool when a new colorway gets a lot of love, a lot of attention, and people really like it. Now, I'm not talking about the hype like a Travis Scott 6 is gonna get. I'm just saying in general, it's well received. Now this 2021 version, like I said, it does have different materials, and that was one of the gripes that a lot of people had with this particular pair. They were hoping that it was going to be very similar to the original release, and like I said, a lot of times with the re-releases of older colorways, whatever it is, an OG or a Retro Plus, which is what these probably would have been considered at the time, it's always going to use a different type of material. There's always going to be a different look to it, just to differentiate from the past. And also, not only that, they probably don't even have the same exact moldings that they were using, and I'm pretty sure they might not be even using the same exact factory that they were using back in 2009 to make these sneakers. And if they are, well, there's a variety of reasons why they probably can't make it to the exact specifications of the original 2009 release. And like I said, that's okay. Everybody that goes on ahead and picks up this sneaker, and maybe this is the first time they've had this sneaker, they'll get a brand new experience with it, and these will be the materials that they're used to. Now, obviously, you can go on ahead and purchase a older pair from 2009 from StockX, Go, eBay, all those type of places. I'm pretty sure they have it on Stadium Goods and everything else in between. But keep in mind that it is from 2009. It is a little older. You might not be able to wear it for that long. So that's also one of the reasons why too a lot of people went ahead and picked up this pair. One of the other things that's different about this sneaker compared to the OG, and for the most part a lot of fives that tend to release, they're using a similar shape and style and design and mold to the fire red pair that had came out not too long ago, and I think that's pretty cool. That means they're kind of keeping it closer to that look. Now I think that's pretty cool. I think that's awesome that they were able to go on ahead and do that, and I think that that's something they should continue to do moving forward, especially if they're planning to bring out the fire red black tongue version with the Nike on the back. Please, Nike, I know your 2021 is pretty much all said and done, and please do not drop any random heat in there because my pockets can only contain so much. But in 2022, if you want to drop those black tongue fire reds, please, by all means, go on ahead and do so. But back to the sneaker, you also have the lace lock system here implemented, which is typical of the Jordan 5s. You have a red lace lock that's similar to the color that's used on here for the Raging Bulls, and it's definitely nothing fancy. It has the Jumpman logo on it. Sometimes when it's an OG, they'll go ahead and put Nike on it, but this one just has a Jumpman logo on it. Nothing fancy there. You also have the Jumpman logo on the back, on the heel portion of the sneaker, which is pretty cool. They definitely weren't going to do the Nike Air on the back, and it wouldn't make sense for them to do that, seeing as the original pair that came out in 2009 didn't have that. So it wouldn't have made sense for them to just throw that on here. Plus, besides, if they would have did that, then the price tag for these would have went from $190 to $200. Why the $10 difference? I don't know. But if you haven't been noticing, they do that with the retros that have Nike Air on the back. This one also has the 23 on the side. Obviously, the 23 on the side, a lot of Jordan's PEs did have the 23 on the side. We did have some releases in the past that have had the 23 on the side. So this is definitely nothing that's new. It just looks really good on the sneaker, and I think it gives a little extra nice touch to the sneaker as well. It could be to the shark teeth here that they have on the side. I know recently with the Stealth 2.0s, they did a little remixing of their own to differentiate it from the original pair that came out. This pair, instead of splatter or anything like that, they kept it true to the original pair, and they just added a little red here to the, I don't know, it reminds me of shark teeth. It's probably not shark teeth. I know this sneaker itself was inspired by fighter jets and the designs that they would have on the side, World War II fighter jets to be exact. But to me, this always reminds me of shark teeth. So I don't know. It could be talking about Michael Jordan's killer instinct, his killer instinct on the court. And I mean, you know this man. You know Jordan. You know that on the court he was unstoppable, unguardable. I mean, his worst days were other players' best days. Let's be honest. So this dude was just on a whole other level. And if you haven't seen film of him, go on YouTube, treat yourself to it when you got time, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. This man really was out there being a killer on the court. So that could even be that. It could be, you know, blood on the teeth. Who knows? You also got your 3M tongue here, which the original pair had as well. And I'm sure that you guys can see it reflecting off of the light. And if you can't, and well, if it reflects off the light, so nothing fancy here. It's obviously a lot thicker than it was in the 2009 pair. The 2009 did have a different shape, and the tongues on the 5s at that point in time were a lot thinner. I kind of do like the thinner tongues, to be honest with you, but some people prefer the fatter ones. I just, for whatever reason, the thinner tongues is, I don't know, maybe it's aesthetically pleasing to me when I have it on with pants, joggers, whatever. But anyways, this one has the same type of tongue with the black Jumpman logo on it. Nothing really different there, and it also says Air Jordan on the back as well. You also got your red laces on here, and they don't come with a different set of laces. They always came with just red laces, and the red honestly matches exactly to the sneaker. It kind of would look weird if it had a different set of laces. Maybe that's just because this is exactly what we're used to. Now, you also have on here the icy blue bottoms. The original had more of that clear color bottom, which is what they typically did in the past. If you ask me, it's not that big of a deal. I really think that this was a good decision on their part. They could have done the clear bottoms as well, but they went ahead and did the icy blue, and it obviously has the red Jumpman logo. No Nike here on the bottom of the sole, because this is not a Nike Air pair. This is a regular Jumpman pair, so you're gonna get the Jordan right on the bottom of the sneaker. Now, just like a regular Jordan 5, it has the air unit in the back and the heel area, and that's pretty much a staple of every single Jordan 5. The netting, as you can see, it still has that red behind it, but it's still a clear netting, nothing different about it. As far as these things go for sizing, I would say you can definitely go true to size or down half a size. It is like the fire red version, and it does run a little bit on the bigger side, and that's because of the way that they're doing the toe box now. So if you even went down that half size, honestly, it wouldn't be that bad. Taking a look at the packaging, you'll see here that they use the same style wrapping paper and the same type of box setup, which I believe was the hardwood interpretation of the basketball court. Either way, the Raging Bull is inspired by Michael Jordan's time with the Chicago Bulls. So you see that they have the same style packaging to pay homage to what was originally done back in 2009. That about does it for this video. I'm glad that you guys went ahead and checked it out, and that you also liked the video, and that it made you subscribe to the channel. And if it didn't do any of that, maybe that you shared it and somebody else did. Either way, I'm just happy that I'm able to talk about this sneaker and that it came back out, and I'm able to own it again. And I can't wait to actually wear it. Well, I can, but I can't at the same time, if you get what I mean. Typical sneakerhead problems. And as always, don't forget, if you're liking the content, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to leave a comment below. Did you pick up this pair? Where did you pick it up from? Are you hyped to pick it up? Shout out to the person that was able to help me get this pair as well. And if you need to give a shout out to anyone that helped you get your pair down below, do that too. It's whatever. It's a comment section, and the comment section is there for us to go on ahead and communicate. As always too, be sure to check out all the links below. Check out the music page, and check out Photography23, my Instagram that's specifically for sneaker pictures and sneaker content. Definitely check that out. Got some pretty fire shots up there right now, and I got some fire stuff that's on the way, so be sure to check that out too. And as always, this is AMM. I can't wait to wear these, and make sure that whether you're wearing these or anything else, you have that Michael Jordan mentality. Be a f***ing Raging Bull on the court. Dominate, do your thing. I'll talk to you guys next time. Later.